So welcome to my mind, which by extension is also your mind. I'm going to send my mind into the future right now and bring back to you some of the visions that I have received from these meditations on possibility. I'm going to start with a scientific and technical revolution that will replace all fossil fuels, that will replace all paved roads, and that will allow us to not only become a multi-planetary civilization, but will allow us to travel through time. Now, what kind of time travel am I talking about? Well, most probably only future time travel. And the reason is, I've discovered through my researches and my encounters with remarkable men and women that we are soon going to master both gravity and time. When I say soon, I mean within the next 100 years. What you can do if you travel into the future is you can impart a certain amount of wisdom to your present day peers, and then you can put yourself in a accelerative time warp bubble, and as long as that warp bubble is physically tied to the current location of the Earth, then it will be dragged along with the Earth as it travels through the galaxy, and within 50, 100 years you have a timer that opens the bubble and you walk out and you can return to your peers and say, hey, what research have you done based on the insights that I left with you before? And then that can help complete thoughts that are as yet nascent in your mind. If you are already a time traveler of the mind to some extent, as I am, then the picture of how the future is to unfold will just get clearer and clearer. Now, another way you can do this is you can just enter into your own self-created stasis field and merge with the time stream such that communications are received directly. In other words, it may not even be possible for people or necessary for people to travel into the future to gain the insights I'm talking about. Simply sitting still enough in one's own mind and not being concerned with temporal matters will allow resources from the future and the past, frankly, to stream in. We are the ones setting up the temporal distortion we call the now. Okay? Because we actually exist in all the nows. We didn't leave the nows that happened before. We're not here now and not there then. We're still there. And we're here. And by extension, our future selves are present here as well. So, what I'm really getting at is that by myself I may not be a very clear lens to the future, but if enough of us were able to create sympathetic stillness, I don't think anyone's ever said that before, and I mean that in terms of a physics principle where we alter our relationship to the flow of time energy through the collective application of cosmic consciousness, we will therefore receive the benefits of our future selves more rapidly. We can accelerate our evolution, is what I'm trying to tell you. Now, this goes beyond a techno-scientific revolution, does it not? Yes. And in fact, one of the things that we're going to gain most certainly is a clearer understanding of the biological sciences once we see how time affects certain biological processes like catalysts, like enzymes, like hormones, when we begin to see that time is governing a whole range of effects, that's when you have a stasis field that is an incomplete stasis field, not one that shuts down completely or separates completely from the existing space-time reference, but actually just subtly influences the flow of electric current, the action of neurons, the development of limbs, whatever, the way that trees grow. In fact, some of these experiments were actually performed by my mentor, Bruce De Palma. We will discuss those on a future video. But what it gets down to is we can combat ignorance with knowledge, and sorry to use an aggressive term like combat, but if the undertow of the past is trying to take us backward, then there has to be a countervailing future tidal pull that is the necessary reflection of this undertow. That's why I say people should not be concerned about all the darkness that is arising in these times and all the ignorance that is threatening to swamp the boat, because I swear to you by the heart that beats in my breast that the future is pulling on us with exactly the same intensity, if not greater. And that is why I am here as an ambassador of your future and your children's future to tell you that I am there defending their right of access to the future, to future time energy. I am here now also, but I am also there. I am in the future, calling you up to meet me, and I have gifts to bestow upon you. And it is not I alone. It is a whole kindred fellowship of future time beings who are now present on Earth, inviting you to join us in the future. You may indeed be one of them, and certainly your children are. Come, awaken to the tidal power, the ineluctable future that is before us now is without limit, because eternity is our best friend. Receive the light of our future and become one with your highest possibility now.